Alright, so now we got video number 16, so exercise 16 in your preparation booklets for National 4 Numeracy, the second last one. And we're talking about making decisions using information that you've got, specifically from a table. What we're going to look at is we're going to look at the questions that are in your booklet, which are talking about three mobile phone companies that have that have a contract available at the same price. Okay, and it's important that they are talking about being the same price, because if they weren't the same price, if for example company A was charging you £10 and company C was charging you £50 a month, it's not as easy to compare them. So to make this a bit simpler for you and to make it a bit more accessible, we're just going to say that A, B and C are all charging the same price for this mobile phone contract. Okay, so we'll look at our first example. This person, Erica, is looking for a mobile phone contract that will give her at least 120 minutes of calls, at least 700 texts, and at least 150 megabytes of internet. And we have to work out which company's plan would be best for her. Now, when you're asked to make a decision like this, you have to give a reason. Okay, and when I'm comparing three different companies, it's probably actually easier for me to say why the other companies don't give enough information, or why they aren't good enough when I do my little conclusion. Okay, I'll show you how you would best lay out a question like this in some kind of assessment. Okay, so Erica needs 120 minutes worth of calls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along the row for calls, and I'm just going to tick and cross which ones give her enough minutes. Okay, so company A only gives 50, so that's not good enough. Company B only gives 100, so that's not good enough. Company C gives her 200, so that is good enough. At this point, you could probably make a guess and say that company C is going to be the answer, but you do need to make sure that C gives her everything she needs. So she also needs 700 texts. A, 600 is not enough. B, 800 is enough. C, 1000 is definitely enough. Okay. Now she needs 150 megabytes of internet use. So A, again, doesn't give her enough. So A hasn't given her enough for anything. B, 250 is enough. And C, 200 is more than enough. So company C has, if we look, I've ticked all three rows for that. Company C gives her everything she needs. So a little sentence. Company C, and I want to give a couple of reasons. Well, A doesn't give her enough of anything, so that's why A is out. And B, while it gives her enough texts, enough internet, doesn't give her enough, so not enough. Minutes. So something like that. Write down what company works, then write down why the other two don't work. That's probably the quickest and easiest way to answer that question. So another one, and I'm going to go through this one quickly. So Alistair, mobile phone contract, I'll give him 45 minutes of calls, 300 texts, 70 megs of internet. So let's go calls. Yes, 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 they all give him enough calls. Texts, he needs 300, so A, yes, B, yes,